Hello everyone, I am Sandhya Booth from the Department of English Maharaja Krishnakumarsinhji, Bhavnagar University. Have you ever watched film where the lighting, the house, the camera and even the silence tell story more powerful than the dialogue? So in today's video we explore how this Oscar-winning film, The Parasites, uses mise-en-scene cinematography, ideological representation, color and structure, and the sound design to reveal themes of the class inequality and social division. So, without wasting time, let's begin. Before we understand how Parasites tells the story, we first need to understand one of the most important concepts in film study, and that is mise-en-scene. Mise-en-scene is a French term that means a placing on the stage. In film study, it refers to everything we see inside the camera frame, such as the set, lighting, customs, and props. These visual elements work together, tell the story instead of relying only on dialogue. Director uses mise-en-scene to show emotions, relationships, and important themes through visual. Now let's see how Bong Joon-ho uses mise-en-scene in Parasite to represent class inequality. Now let's look at the first elements of mise-en-scene, which is a set design. In this image, the Park family houses is one of the best examples of the mise-en-scene in Parasites. Its modern designs, large glasses window, open spaces and natural light shows wealth, comfort and luxury. The clean and organized environments gives the family freedom to move comfortably, showing their high social status. In the second image, the Kim family semi-basement apartment is a very different from the park houses. It has a low ceiling, small rooms and a tiny window and very little natural light. The dark and crowded spaces create a feeling of struggle, insecurity and poverty. By simply comparing these two houses, Bong Joon-ho visually shows the difference between the rich and poor even without using dialogue. Another important element of mise-en-scene is the lighting. Lighting helps create a mood and also shows the difference between the rich and the poor. In the Park family houses, bright natural sunlight fills the rooms through the large glasses window. This makes the house look warm, peaceful and luxury, showing this comfortable life. On the other hand, the Kim family's apartment has a very little sunlight and mostly dim artificial light. The dark rooms and shadows makes the species feel small and uncomfortable, reflecting their daily struggle. Through lighting, Bong Joon-ho visually shows the gap between the two families without using much dialogue. Let's look at props which are more than just object. In Parasites, they also carry important meaning. The first example is a camping tent. For the Park family, it is a fun activity in their private garden, showing their wealth and comfortable lifestyle. At the same time, the Kim family is hiding under the house, which highlights the huge gap between the rich and the poor. Another important props is the scholar stone. Kivo believes it will bring good luck and success, but as the story moves forward, it becomes as a symbols of false, showing that moving to a higher social classes is not as easy as he imagined. Another important element of mise-en-scene is a costume. Costume help us understand a character identity and social classes. The Park family wear clean, simple, and expensive clothes. Their outfit shows wealth, confidence, and comfortable lifestyle. In contrast, the Kim family wears old and casual clothes at the beginning of the film. Their costume reflect their financial struggle and lower health social status. Through costume, Bong Joon-ho clearly shows the difference between the rich and the poor without using dialogue. Now let's move on cinematography. Cinematography is the art of capturing image through the camera. It is often called the visual language of cinema because it shows the story through visuals instead of only dialogue. It includes how the camera is placed, how it moves and how it's shot framed. This technique helps expresses emotions, relationship and important themes. The main element of cinematography are framing, camera movement and camera angle. Now let's see how these techniques use in Parasites. Now let's look at frame, an important part of cinematography. Bong Joon-ho often uses window and doorway to create a frame within a frame. This draws our attentions to the characters and also shows the emotional and social distance between them. The Kim family is often shown through small windows, narrow doors, and low ceilings. These visual boundaries makes them look trapped and reflect their poverty and a limited opportunity. Through framing, the film tells the story visually without needing dialogues. Another important element of cinematography is a camera movement. In Parasites, Bong Joon-ho uses a smooth tracking shot to follow the character through the Park family house. This shows the large open spaces and makes the house feels comfortable and luxurious. Later, the camera follows the Kim family as they walk down main staircase to their flooded basement. This long camera movement connects the rich and poor world and clearly shows their journey from wealth to poverty without using dialogue. Another important camera technique is a camera angle. In Parasites, low angle shots are often used to show the Park family and their houses. Looking up to them makes them appear powerful, confident, and wealthy. On the other hand, high angle shots are used for King family, especially during difficult moments like the flood. Looking down at them makes them seem small, helpless, and vulnerable. Through this camera angle, Bong Joon-ho clearly shows the difference in power and social classes. Now let's understand ideological representation. In film study, ideology means the idea and visual that a film shares with the audience. Instead of telling us its message directly, a film uses visual elements like mise-en-scène, cinematography, sound, editing, and character to express it. In Parasites, the main ideology is a class inequality. Through its visual and storytelling, Bong Joon-ho shows the huge gap between a rich and poor and encourages us to think about social inequality and power in society. Flood sequence is one of the most powerful scenes in Parasites. After the flood, the Kim family loses their home and has stay in a crowded emergency shelter. This shows that natural disasters affect poor people much more than the rich. Another scenes, the Kivo stand in the flooded basement holding the scholar stone. The dirty water, damaged home, and the dark atmosphere represent loss, poverty, and hopelessness. Through this sequence, Bong Joon-ho shows that while the rich remain safe and comfortable, the poor suffer more. Another important symbol in Parasites is a hidden bunker. The hidden bunker represents people who are forgettable and ignored by society. While the Park family enjoy a luxury life upstairs, Jeonsi lives secretly underground. This shows the hidden reality and poverty behind the wealth and comfort. The garden birthday party looks happy and peaceful at first, but when violence suddenly breaks out, it reveals tensions between the rich and the poor. Through these scenes, Bong Joon-ho shows that beneath a perfect-looking society, class inequality and the conflict still exist. Now let's look at color and structure, another important visual elements in Parasites. Color and structure helps create a mood and meaning. The director uses them to show emotion, social classes, and film's main themes. For example, warm colors and a clean smooth surface often represent comfort, wealth, and safety. In contrast, cold colors and rough, damaged structure represent poverty, struggle, and insecurity. In Parasites, Bong Joon-ho uses this visual contrast to clearly shows the difference between the lives of the rich and the poor even without using dialogue. Here we can clearly see the contrast between warm and cold colors. The Park family's house uses warm colors, natural sunlight, and clean surface. This creates a peaceful and luxurious atmosphere representing wealth, comfort, and privilege. In contrast, the King family house uses cold colors, dark shadows, and rough structure. This creates a gloomy feeling and reflects poverty, struggle, and insecurity. Through this colors contrast, Bong Joon-ho visually separates these lives of the rich and the poor. Finally, let's look at how structure create a meaning in Parasites. The Park family's house has a polished woods, glasses walls, and a clean, smooth surface. These structures create a feeling of luxury, comfort, and stability. In contrast, the Kim family's house has a rough concrete walls and old furniture and worn out surface. This structure creates a dark and uncomfortable atmosphere representing poverty and hardship. By comparing these two spaces, Bong Joon-ho clearly shows the difference between wealth and poverty through visual details. One of the strongest visual contrasts in Parasites is the rain and flooded sequence. For the Park family, the rain makes the garden look fresh, clean, and beautiful. It reflects the comfortable and privileged lifestyles. But the King family, the same rains becomes a disaster. Their house is flooded with a dirty water, creating a dark and hopelessness atmosphere. Through this contrast, Bong Joon-ho shows that the same events have completely different effect on the rich and the poor. Now let's move on to the sound design. Sound design is a creative use of sound to build mood, emotions, and meaning in films. It includes dialogue, music, sounds, effects, background sounds, and even silence. These sounds elements help tell the story, create a suspense, and guide the audience emotions. Now let's see how Bong Joon-ho uses sounds designs in Parasites to move important sequence more powerful and emotional. In the final basement scenes, Bong Joon-ho uses a silence and soft background sounds instead of dramatic music. This makes us focus on key takes, lonelinesses, and the tragic reality of his life. The quiet atmosphere feels natural and emotional. Through this simple sound design, the editing becomes even more realistic and powerful. In the garden birthday party scenes, we first hear children's laughter, happy conversation, and cheerful music. These sounds create a joyful and peaceful atmosphere. But suddenly, the sounds change to screams, panics, and chaos when the violence breaks out. This sharp contrast makes the climax more shocking and emotional. Through sound design, Bong Joon-ho shows how happy moment can quickly turn into tragedy. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this analysis gave you a deeper understanding of how Parasites tells the story through powerful cinematic techniques. As we seen in this video, every frame, every sounds, and every visual details contributes the film's message about the class inequality and social hierarchy. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.